super, whoa, that's bright. It's super early, I just woke up, but you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail. Today we're doing the ultimate 10-hour Denver trip. This is the second of our day trip videos. We did one of these in San Francisco. If you haven't seen that one, I have it linked below. If you aren't familiar with these, we have two major goals we try to reach in these videos. The first goal, actually, let's step over here so I can put the goal on screen there. Goal number one, we want to do these trips in under $400. Keep in mind, we're based out of Chicago, so that includes our round trip flight to Denver and back today. Okay, and the second goal is to maximize this itinerary. I've got us an 11-item itinerary that I think we can hit. There's a 12th spot, which is a dive bar, that I really want to make it to, but we've only got 10 hours, so this is gonna be a tight fit. We'll give you a bunch of tips and tricks along the way. Speaking of tips, tip number one, and this will always probably be tip number one, pre-order your Ubers. We ordered ours right there. Sometimes getting these early Ubers to the airport is a horrible experience, so pre-order them. Yeah, this was 30 bucks. All right, let's cruise.
Now, adjust sound volume and tone for the best possible quality. If the room is empty, keep the volume a shade high to compensate for the deadening effect of the audience's clothing.
Take me across the ocean.
And we're off on another day trip. And by the way, we know that going to Denver and back is insane. We've heard that from every single friend we've told about these trips across the country and back. But the way we see it, we're definitely squeezing as much out of the day as we can with these trips. And plus, you never really know how long you'll be able to pull off long days like this, so why not do it while you can? And hell, we live in Chicago, one of the great cities of the world if you didn't know, and why not take advantage of living in such a traveler's hub? I mean, I don't know, maybe next time we'll take advantage of the railway. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We've got a plane to catch. Yeah, this is perfect.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Have yourself a good one. All right, just got to the airport. Tip number two is always use TSA pre-check, but Kylie's TSA pre-check didn't show up on our boarding pass, so we're gonna go see if we can handle that real quick. All right, wish us luck. If there's one thing I know about traveling, it's that you need to be ready to roll with the punches and problem solve on your feet. And right about now, we're stress testing our traveling skills. Apparently, Kylie's TSA pre-check not showing up on her ticket is a known issue, so double check yours beforehand. But sometimes the travel gods taketh, and sometimes they giveth. And boy, we were guided by a god when this guy took us in front of a couple hundred people and got us on our flight on time. It can be hard to understand why the travel gods bless us sometimes, but I've learned not to ask questions and just to keep the train moving on.
Take me across the ocean. Take me to the sea.
All right, we made it through the gate. Shout out to whoever the Clear employee was who hooked it up. We told him how Kylie's TSA pre-check wasn't showing up on our boarding pass even though it was in the Frontier app, and that line was insane today. We skipped probably, past like 200 people. We would not have made that without that guy, so shout out to you, good sir. Okay, real quick, we're in a little bit of a rush because we were slow getting through security. Tip number three, and this is subject to change. Right now we're using Google Flights. I've been hearing about other options to find the cheapest flights, but Google Flights have been working for me really well. We found these round trip tickets for $115.96. It's pretty cheap. It helps our budget. We got a little bit extra budgeting space for like what we can spend in Denver because we expect to usually spend around $200 for our flights. Quick benefit list of these day trips: no PTO use. You still got Sunday to chill. No cost for hotel and no cost for checked bags, so pretty money move. Now let's go catch this flight, huh?
Vacation time has finally arrived. But imagine for a moment that it's you we've been talking about. That this is your vacation, your car. Those are your hands on the steering wheel. The engine hums, and you're off. Au revoir, Paris.
Headstrong, grounded in love. I'll forgive what's already done.
quick jaunt to another city, another culture, another world of people. Just hoping to experience some great food, see some awesome architecture and art, maybe hit up a few solid dive bars, and if we're lucky, we'll head back home at the end of the day knowing we got a little taste of another amazing American city. And this right here, this is kind of the calm before the storm, because once we touch down in Denver, we'll be in a dead sprint until we're on our way home. So if you don't mind, it's time for me to sit back and enjoy the flight. Not used to the going on the flight line move that we got going on today. Okay, so here's what's going on. We asked one of the Frontier people why Kylie's TSA pre-check isn't on there.
I was very upset.
You didn't know? Well, you were
Not
calling
with them,
about.
but this morning.
Oh yeah, shoot. I mean, we were potentially gonna miss the flight because of that. So this is like a thing that's been happening, the guy said. We want to just cruise straight to our first spot, gonna go get breakfast, but instead we're gonna go to the Frontier front desk and see if they can fix that for our way home so Kylie doesn't have the same issue on the way home and miss our flight back to Chicago. So that's where we're heading to. We'll keep you updated. Right after that though, we're gonna go get some tasty food, so stay tuned. Okay, got the update. We went to the little Frontier check-in and they hooked it up. They printed Kylie's boarding pass with the TSA pre-check on there, so we're good to go for tonight. Now it's time to go get some food. Denver Biscuit Company, here we come.
Hi, good morning.
Okay, so we snagged the Uber. It's like 20 bucks a piece. Usually, I would be all about taking public transit, but since we're doing, like if I was coming for a weekend, I'd save the money, but since it's a day trip, I'm trying to maximize. There isn't a person on this planet that loves the seemingly thicker and thicker reams of vehicles that stand between the most efficient form of travel and your arrival in a new city. But if I'm forced to find the silver lining of airport to metropolis traffic, it's the way a slow roll in gives one an opportunity to take in their new environment. For Denver, it's the mountains in the background before you first get a chance to lay your eyes on the city. And here's where you begin to understand what your day's mounting up to look like. And before any big race, you're going to want to fuel up with something good, which is exactly why we're starting out at Denver Biscuit Company.
Why don't you come and feel it out?
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. All right, guys, first stop of the day. We're heading into Atomic Cowboy and the Denver Biscuit Company to feast. And here we are at spot number 1 of the day, Denver Biscuit Company. This origin story goes back to a sci-fi themed dive bar in 2004 from the wild mind of a former college offensive lineman by the name of Drew Shader. That bar has had a couple of spin-off businesses, and the one we're heading to specializes in 2 things: breakfast and biscuits. In fact, Drew and Ashley Shader spent 6 months perfecting their biscuits before they launched Denver Biscuit Company, and you can see that OCD-style perfection in their delicious breakfast sammies. I mean, just look at this beauty. Hand-rolled and homemade biscuits made from scratch. I got their Lola with buttermilk fried chicken, bacon, homemade honey butter, and maple syrup. It's a work of southern fried fatty art, and I feel blessed knowing I'm about to eat this glorious sandwich. Okay, ordered the food, went in there and got some footage. This is kind of sick. They got their own little matchbooks you can snag. I like that. Also, wasn't gonna grab a beer. This is the type of stuff that's gonna bust the budget, but I just had to grab a PBR.
Fun day.
It's a fun day. If we bust the budget, we bust the budget, but we're gonna try not to. Damn, is this us? Thank you.
Is there anything else I can get for you?
No, I'm all set. You good? Cool. Thank you. Oh my God, guys, look at this beast. I mean, come on. So, I got the Lola. They like make these in-house every day, I guess. And they got self-serve coffee, so got a coffee too. We're all juiced up. I'm excited to take a bite of this. Wow. I mean, I knew the biscuit was gonna be good, obviously. It's flaky, it's delicious, but that chicken is crazy good. And then honey butter and maple syrup. This is very fat America, and I'm here for it. Dude, honey butter might be the fattest, greatest thing on earth. I can see why people in Denver are obsessed with this place. Kind of makes perfect sense that an offensive lineman would create this. Yeah. All right, and talk about legit bacon. I'll tell you what, starting the day off, fueling up with this food, getting a little coffee for the energy, and then a little bit of the beer to get, you know, loosened up a little bit. This might be the perfect way to start the trip. Yeah, they put butter on top and bottom biscuit, so your honey butter is plentiful. I mean, You can see it dripping off there. Guys, that bite specifically was one of the best bites I've ever had. Well guys, this is freakishly good. I'm gonna hang out with Kylie. We got a little two-seater, by the way. She's over here, she's feasting till. But I'm gonna let that be enough and then hang out, you know, with my wife and chat it up and drink this beer. And after this, I'll, when we're getting ready to cruise, I'll tell you where we're heading to next. I'm pretty full. All right, we're gonna go find a lime scooter and cruise to the Botanical Garden. All right, we're cruising.
Don't be afraid. Don't say anything. Drop needles and no repeat. Sell them on a corner of 14th Street. This shit's chronic. Out of the clown. You never gonna get.
I know we talked about this in San Francisco, but we bring our helmets. We're also seasoned scooter and big city bike riding people. I don't know if I'd suggest riding around bikes and scooters in a new city, particularly a good-sized city if you're not familiar with it, but me and Kylie are confident because of our Chicago roots. Oh, also, if you get the like 200-minute pass, it should last us the day. It was $17.99, so not bad, not bad. All right, let's go find, Kylie went down this alley down here to get hers, so hop on this bike and find her, huh?
Don't tell where to go. You can't trust and know.
And like I just said, I know scooters aren't the safest way to get around a new city, but damn it if it isn't the best way to take one in. There's something about being open to the city that'll make you feel like you're absorbing it just a little bit more, a little extra sense of the place. Not to mention, and I don't know if this is true for every city, but in my experience, they like to put Botanic Gardens in the rich people neighborhoods, so you're usually in for a nice ride vibe coming your way. Anyways, off to Denver's Cheeseman Park neighborhood.
I was something I wanna say. I missed you.
Time to cross another botanical garden off my list. I've been to quite a few.
Not surprising.
Coming up on probably 10 or so. I love that. All right, here we go. The Denver Botanic Garden. This is supposed to be a cool spot. I love these things. Let's cruise.
I see the sun isn't changing today. It's not going up, it's not going away.
And here we are at the start of our Denver Botanic Garden journey, the beginning of a 23-acre beauty that was founded in 1951. There's not much I love more than walking around some well-curated nature, the flowers, the trees, the perfectly laid out paths. What's not to love about a botanic garden? And it seems like each city's garden has their own bragging rights. No surprise that the one in Denver has to do with their climate. All right, we're just getting started. Already a fan. I love botanic gardens. This would be hard for me not to love. But one quick fun fact, this botanic garden has the largest collection of cold climate plants in North America. So take that to the grave with you, I guess. I don't know. All right, checking out more. Just look at this place. You can't tell me there's a better way to walk off that monster of a breakfast sandwich I devoured. This truly is the most beautiful way to follow up breakfast in Denver, and with all this beauty, you'd never know about its disturbing roots. Found another favorite area of mine. Cool little waterfall thing going on there. And that brings me to my second fun fact of the day for you guys. This thing was built on top of a graveyard. Oh. So how about that, huh? Never would have guessed.
They're just thinking with my feet in the sand.
Real quick, these frames that frame up these beautiful areas of the garden, good move. Top-notch move, I like that. All right, let's go see what else we got to offer.
I'll walk down the street just to smile and dance with the oldest old lady and the meanest old man, with the babies and the strangers who live on the bench. And I'll sit and I'll listen to them.
And here we are at another small obsession of mine. I love a Japanese garden. Both Chicago's and San Francisco's rank highly on my list of must-see spots, and I love Denver's too. Shout out to designers Koichi Kawana and Kai Kawanahara. Y'all killed it with your work here. The build, the beauty, the bonsai garden. I mean, this bonsai garden might have been worth the trip to Denver alone. Who knows, that might also just be a me thing. And no wonder this place was number 3 on Vogue's Botanic Garden list. Right after the Japanese garden, I'm already walking into yet another obsession of mine.
Them too, for as long as I like. Yes, I sing with them too, for the rest of time.
If you've been following this channel, you know I absolutely am obsessed with conservatories. So glad that they have one here in the Botanical. This is cool.
Dear Denver Botanic Garden Conservatory, you did not disappoint. The waterfall was an especially nice touch. This beautiful conservatory was opened in 1966 and has 2,400 species of rainforest plants, and you can feel that as you walk through this amazing place. And the cherry on top is the tree. That's just well done, Denver. Well freaking done.
How do you feel about the giant tree house?
It's very cool.
Isn't that sick?
Yeah.
Chicago's conservatory is bigger and better, I'd say, but having this tree house thing so that you could kind of get up in the branches, that's pretty cool.
As the steady heads rush from the porch, she follows us.
All right, we're cruising from the Botanic Gardens. There's the sign for it. Very cool. I mean, I just love all Botanic Gardens. That was, according to Vogue, 3rd best Botanic Garden in the country. So if you trust in Vogue, then there you go. We're gonna hop on another scooter. Oh, by the way, $12.25 for that, but that was with the veteran discount. We're gonna grab a lime and hop to the Capitol building. Let's cruise on out of here, huh?
Every so often, scootering around a city will give you a little gift, and today we got that with the Cheeseman Park Art Fest. Riding through the park and the people as we make our way to the state capitol building, it almost gives one a feeling of being a local. And when it comes to the 2 camps of tourism, there's the dullard simpleton raised by empty calorie CW shows. These are the folks that revel in the feeling of sticking out as a tourist, sometimes even coordinating outfits to further showcase that they're passing through as a zoo-style voyeur. They can usually be found at a major city's downtown Applebee's or insert national chain here. Then there's the camp that wants to know what a city feels like, wants to see it through a local's eyes, wants the real local delicacies no matter the neighborhood, and hopes to be accepted into a local dive bar's early afternoon round of Jeopardy. Well, I'm in the latter group, and I'm here to tell you, Denver is already giving me the warm fuzzy feeling of home turf. Now let's go check out this gem they have downtown.
We're at the next spot, Capitol building, let's go.
If you're an architecture nerd like I am, then you'll dig this building built in 1908 by Elijah Myers. It's big, it's beautiful, and for day trippers, you can spend less than 10 minutes here and feel good about moving on. Now, how about a couple of fun facts about this place?
Quick stop at the Capitol building. Famous for their gold top, and a couple fun facts. Buffalo Bill, when they did his showing, not his funeral, but come and pay respects. One of the spots they did it at was at the front of some steps inside the Capitol building. Also, they have an amazing rose-colored stone. Sorry, I just went up some steps. I'm out of breath like a fat kid. If you wanted to use that rose stone, tough luck. In order to build the interior of this, they literally used all of the world's known reserves of this particular pink stone. So I guess you have to come here to see it. Also, they have a marker for the Mile High Point. There it is, we found it. But, I was just telling Kylie, I read online, that's actually not accurate. It's actually, I wonder if that's what that gold marker is there.
Oh, so technically.
1 mile up. But yeah, cool, wow, really cool view. Okay, just a quick jaunt there to the Capitol building. Cool, if you wanted to check it out, it looked really cool inside. Only open for tours during the week.
I have a day trip tip.
Ooh, what do you got? Day trip tip. This would be tip number, I think 4 or 5.
Bring water in a can.
Oh yeah, what is this?
It's by La Roche-Posay, but I'm sure there's other people that do it. It is the ultimate cool down.
It really does
all
feel.
All over Germany, all over Amsterdam. I'll never not travel with one of these.
It does feel really, Kylie just sprayed the hell out of me with it. It feels fantastic. Yeah, just a quick spritz.
Not your neck?
Ah.
That's the real money shot.
It's like what, in the 90s right now?
Yeah, I think it was gonna be 96 today, the high.
Yeah, so we got a heater.
We gotta be hitting close to that because midday.
Yeah. It's time to go to a bar. We're going to a place called Nob Hill Inn. I did some research on it. It sounds sick. I'll tell you guys more about it. It's a 8-minute walk, so might as well just hoof it. We definitely need a beer. That's going to be our hydration method of choice for the day.
A beer and water, to be fair.
Probably, yeah, that's probably the move. And you guys know that I exclusively, for Kylie, I'll do research on other non-dive bar venues, but for me, it's like dive bar exclusive, so you know I tried to hunt down the coolest one I could find. Oh, also, I bought a gift off of eBay for the owner of this, which probably sounds weird, but I just it sounded cool. I did a bunch of research. His dad bought this bar when he was 21, not the dad, when the son was 21, he bought this bar. He already owned a couple bars and found a matchbook on eBay for $8. I was like, I'm gonna buy it and give it to this guy, 'cause this guy.
And now we're off to a legendary spot frequented by countless lawmakers, musicians, writers, and all sorts of deviant drinkers. A spot that's been a tavern as far back as 1937, and like any great dive bar, it opens every day at 8 a.m. I don't know it yet, but we're heading to a bar that'll not only destroy whatever itinerary I thought I had for the day, but is also going to make me and Kylie fall deeply, deeply in love with the place and the people. In other words, we're in for something special at this place.
All right, people, Nob Hill Inn. Let's check this spot out, huh?
I'll die on the hill that the Great American Dive Bar is one of the last remaining vestiges of gathering places with a true spectrum of Americans. Now, it is notoriously difficult to break into the social tribe of a local dive bar and can take weeks, sometimes even months of patronage for those doors to open. Lucky for me, offering the thoughtful tribute for the owner, John Plessinger Jr., of a matchbook from his dad's old joint ingratiated me to the clan of amazing folks, and we were given the gift of dive bar acceptance.
Matchbook from John W's. So you got a little keepsake from your dad's old bar. Yeah, it says Inglewood's Finest on here. Yeah, she's the greatest. Here, I'm gonna give the phone back to her though. I just want to tell you about this cool little matchbook.
Hi, John. They're just such cute little things.
So the bartender called the owner so that I could tell him about the matchbook. He used to bartend at that bar. John W's was the matchbook place I got for him. He used to bartend there when he was 21, which is when his dad bought this bar and put it in his name. So, cool fun fact about this spot. We're also nerding out about all the art in here that John painted himself. This place is cool. The bar we found, Nob Hill, has Malort. Gotta get some.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Fuck the police. Happy birthday to you.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
That was the biggest shot you've ever taken.
As far as I'm concerned, once you're asked to join in on the birthday song for a regular light carol, you're in the club. And what a club to be a part of. From John's paintings to the fact that this place used to have a payphone where politicians would get calls asking them to run back to the Capitol building for a vote, this place has stories built into its bricks and you can feel it. And shout out to the regulars that loved hearing my fun facts about the bar and taught me a few I hadn't found in my research. Y'all were a classic dive bar crew to hang with, and you certainly made us visitors feel welcome.
Cute mini skirt with your brother's sloppy shirt. I admit it, girl, that I can dig it. Now I said, boogum now.
Oh yeah. We got told, I forgot it was daylight for a second there. We got told we gotta check out the alley. They go, this is what makes it a dive bar. You might walk out there and see a guy shooting up. You might see a guy butt naked, which by the way, this
And
is
then do a shot inside so you can see how dark it is.
Yeah,
Like,
I love bars that are
like,
dungeons. It's,
you guys, we're tempted to stay here until 6.
I know, we're trash.
We're literally trash. We don't want to leave the fucking bar.
We don't want to leave it, it's so sick. Also, any place with a half door. And if there's old people named Carol who are having their birthdays, yeah, Knob Hill Inn is my type of place. All right, let's cruise back in for the fun.
Now with your bad self. Ooh.
We got a third Malort.
I am going to be drunk as shit after this.
We couldn't help ourselves. How do you feel?
I have chest hairs growing.
I just said to now casting your spell on me.
Yes, we're blowing our itinerary. Yes, we're going to miss out on a few of Denver's sights and bites and maybe a couple of other great bars I'd have loved to have seen. And even all that being said, hanging at this bar with these people was vastly worth the experience, and I'll make that trade every single time. I can always come back and see and eat my way through Denver, but I'll never get a Knob Hill Inn experience like this one again.
Your spell on me.
We're in love.
We're obsessed. This is the best bar. If it was up to us, we would see nothing else in Denver.
We would stay here.
And we would just only hang out here. Knob Hill Inn is definitively the best bar.
It's home. This is home. This is what you get in Toledo, my guy. This is community. This is people looking out for each other. This is people razzing each other, talking shit in the best way.
It's a community bar.
Now we gotta go get
A little weed and go to Meow Wolf.
right?
Probably. Yeah.
I got no regrets, 'cause all my thoughts and actions are the fucking best. I'm an American cowboy, and my stomach hurts like shit.
Well, our Denver trip's not done yet. We're still going to get some weed and hit up Meow Wolf, an artsy drug trip of a place that could honestly get its own vlog. But before we head out of here, let this bar be a reminder to try not to be the voyeur tourist when you travel, watching a city from the outside. Try and get in there and experience it a little bit. And always remember, if the bar's cool enough for Bob Dylan, it'll probably do just fine for you. So that bar right there, Knob Hill Inn, legendary spot. I mean, there's a reason that Bob Dylan's partied at that bar. Enough said. Did we spend too much time there? Absolutely. But one of our goals is to hang out and experience what like it is for locals. We don't want to just do touristy shit. That was a local experience. We found Malort. We met a bunch of local people. We could have stayed there until our flight happened, but we're not going to. We're gonna go to Meow Wolf, then from there see what happens. All right, I know we said we were gonna grab lime scooters, but we bailed on the lime scooters in order to smoke weed before we go to Meow Wolf. May I? If I'm in Denver. So we're grabbing an Uber. I made us walk to go get a little dispensary joint. So anyways, we are on our way to Meow Wolf. It's gonna be so sick. Let's cruise.
Felt like chewing on a cherry pit. Felt like I'm about to lose my shit. Slurping up somebody else's spit. Thinking maybe that I liked it. Felt like choking on a lemon seed. Forgetting all wants and needs. Begging at someone on hands and knees. But there's still a cowboy in me. But there's still a cowboy in me.
Alright, so we've been in Meow Wolf for all of 10 minutes. This place is amazing. We're only in C Street, which is like their, essentially it's where the sanitation department was for this particular planet. We're trying to cruise through this to get to all these spots that we can before we gotta cruise back to our
I hate
flight.
to tell you this. I think we're going to, what's SpongeBob's World?
Yeah, exactly.
We're going there.
Exactly. Alright, let's cruise.
I wanna have fun. I wanna get shit done. I wanna grow my own food. I wanna grow my own weed too.
Now we're off to an acid trip without the drugs, to a DMT journey of an art complex with more than 90,000 square feet of mind-bending experiences. We're off to Meow Wolf. For the uninitiated, Meow Wolf was born in 2008 in Santa Fe to a collection of artists that self-describe themselves as graphic designers, technologists, writers, fabricators, painters, sculptors, musicians, and even a rat gang leader, although I'm not quite sure what that all entails. And this small group of artists, through the help of none other than George R.R. Martin, they've now grown to over 400 artists and have built 5 installations in different cities across the U.S. This place is awesome.
I wanna get shit done. I wanna grow my own food. I wanna grow my own weed too. Have everything I need, long as I can make my feet.
Meow Wolf, one of the coolest things.
I mean, you could spend
Days
3
in here.
hours here. We
This is
got,
pretty
what,
sick.
an hour?
Yeah, we're trying to crank
We're literally running
through
through
this.
the airport.
This is sick though. This is sick. All right, let's keep cruising.
I wanna grow my own weed too. Have everything I need, long as I can make my feet.
Denver's Convergence Station is Meow Wolf's largest project to date and consists of 4 ripped-off parts of planets, with C Street, the sanitation district from a grimy metropolis planet, Emia, an ice planet that once housed an ancient advanced civilization, Numenia, a sentient planet's cell, and Asuri, an ancient underground home to a crystal that stores memories. Like I said, this place is an amazing drug trip without the drugs. Bravo to the creativity of the artist that thought this one up. Well done, Meow Wolf. All right, guys, Meow Wolf, awesome, right?
Legit.
We did it as quick as we could.
As we could.
Our main thought is that we would stay longer.
Wish we could have.
Wish we could. You know who's gonna appreciate this?
Somebody.
This video is for the Octo crew. Octo Pride crew. I hope you guys at least enjoyed this. All right, we'll meet back up at the airport. We owe these people an explanation.
Something happened, bro.
Dude, but I'll say, also they're watching us drink more beer. Sorry, we clearly haven't learned our lesson. Obviously, we blew past the 11 item goal that I had. We were thinking about it a lot in the car. The goal is, this is one of our best trips we've had, right?
There's something.
So, who gives a fuck that we didn't make it to all the spots we were trying to make it? That's a good goal to have, to go to a bunch of places, but really the goal is to like have a good time, for us, one of our goals is to like meet a bunch of people, be more engrossed in the culture, I guess, a little bit. We did that tenfold. Nob Hill Inn made this trip
Dude, that was so fun. We stayed there all night.
the most fun.
We kept joking, we could be here until we have to go to the airport. And
I mean, we kind of
ended
did.
up doing that.
I would rather have stayed there and seen less stuff than see more stuff and have less culture, right?
Got drunk.
We got drunk, but we'll remember it. I mean, blame the Lord, guys. All right, you guys get the point. We'll see you later. Peace.
Take me across the ocean. Take me to the sea. Take me to the kingdom. Take me to Beijing.